Good morning, children. I hope you all are fit and fine. I hope you are also going through the topics which I have taught you in the last class. Children, in the last class, I was explaining about the numericals related to series and parallel connections of our resistors, how to calculate the equivalent resistance when connected in series or parallel or in both conditions, and how to calculate the current flowing through it and also potential difference across it. Now children, today I am moving to the next topic of the chapter, that is heating effect of the electric current. You know, heating effect means whenever the electric current passes through the conductor, it produces heat due to the resistance present in the conductor, and that heat is utilized in the form of work. So, when electric current passes through the conductor and produces heat, that heat is utilized as a work. So, let us see what the heating effect of electric current says. The production of heat in a conductor due to flow of electric current. Here see, the production of heat in a conductor due to flow of electric current through it is called heating effect of electric current. Means whenever the electric current flows through the conductor, the amount of heat produced in the conductor and that heat is utilized as a work. So that is called the heating effect of electric current. Now we will move to the calculation, how to calculate the amount of heat produced in a conductor when electric current flows through it. Let us see the calculation of heat production in a conductor when electric current flows through it. So now let us see the amount of heat produced in a conductor through which electric current flows. Here we are considering a conductor AB across which potential difference V is applied and current I is flowing through the conductor. You know that potential difference is defined as the amount of work done in moving a unit positive charge from one point to another point. Means we know that electric potential is equal to amount of work done upon charge moved from one point to another point. Means V is equal to W upon Q. You have already studied about the electric potential and amount of work done, W is equal upon Q. This is the equation which you have already studied. Now, since you know that I is equal to Q upon T, or you can say Q is equal to I into T. Now, on substituting the value of Q in equation first, what we will get? We will get V is equal to W upon I into T. Now, or W is equal to V into I, or W equal to V into I into T. V into I into T. Now children, this amount of work done is equal to what? This amount of work done is equal to heat produced in a conductor. This amount of work done is equal to, you can write here W, since W is equal to H, the amount of heat produced in a conductor when current flows through it. So W equal to H equal to V into I into T, or H equal to V into I into T. Now, you know the Ohm's law. By Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. Now, on substituting the value of V in equation second, on substituting the value of V in equation second, you will get H is equal to I square RT. H is equal to I square RT. This is the equation of heat produced in a conductor when electric current flows, and this is known as Joule's law of heating effect. This is known as Joule's law of heating effect. Now let us see what do you mean by Joule's law of heating effect. As per this, children, I am waiting for a minute. You can write it in your copy also. I am focusing closer to you on your screen so that you can properly write it in your copy. Now, this equation is known as Joule's law of heating effect. As per this equation, Joule's law of heating effect, how we will define the Joule's law of heating effect? Let us see. Now equation is H is equal to I square RT. This is called what? Joule's law of heating effect. As per this law, how you will define it? Heat produced in a conductor. Heat produced in a conductor. Heat produced in a conductor is number first directly proportional to the square of current flowing through it. That is, H is proportional to I square. Second, heat produced in a conductor is directly proportional to the resistance of the conductor. Resistance of the conductor, that is H is proportional to R. Number third, is directly proportional to the time for which the current flows through the conductor. Current flows through the conductor. That is, H is proportional to T. So this is the first equation of Joule's law. This is the second equation of Joule's law, and this is the third equation. On combining all these three equations, you get H is proportional to I square into R square into T. Now, whenever we remove a proportional sign, we put a constant H is equal to K I square into R, I square into R into T. If K is equal to 1, then H is equal to I square into R into T. So, this is the equation of Joule's law of heating effect. Now children, practical application of Joule's law of heating effect. You have seen at your home, you are using electric iron, geyser, room heater, in which the coils of these instruments are made up of an alloy that is called nichrome. This electric iron, heater, geyser, all these instrument has a coil made up of nichrome, which has very high resistance and it produces large amount of heat. Now the filament of the bulb is made up of tungsten. This tungsten filament also have a high resistance and it does not get oxidized at high temperature. Another application of heating effect is the use of fuse. A safety device is used to protect our electrical wiring. This fuse wire is very thin and have low melting point. So whenever a large current flows and due to the thin wire it has a high resistance, and since it's due to the high resistance its temperature increases, and since it has a low melting point, so as soon as the large current flows and large amount of heat is produced due to the low melting point of fuse wire, it breaks the circuit and protects our electrical equipment and the electrical wiring. So these are the few practical application of heating effect of electric current. Now we will move to the next part of this chapter, that is electric energy and electric power. So we will move to the next part. Now let us see what is electric power. Children, in class 9 you have already studied about work, energy and power. In that you have studied that power is what? Rate of doing work. Means rate of doing work. Here somehow the same definition is given, but it is related to the electric current. Means electric power is defined as amount of electric energy consumed in a circuit per unit time. Amount of electric energy consumed in a circuit in per unit time. In per unit time. Means you can write here power is equal to work upon time, or you can say electrical energy upon time. Means power is equal to W upon T. Now children, just now you have studied about the electric potential. Electric potential V is equal to W upon Q, and W is equal to V into Q, and you can write the value of, in place of Q, I into T. So from here you can substitute the value of W in this equation first. Then power equal to what will become? From there V into I into T upon T. T cancel here. It means power is equal to V into I. So as per this formula, you can define electric power is the product of potential difference and the current flowing through the conductor. As per this formula, you can define the electric power. What is electric power? It is the product of potential difference and the current flowing through the conductor. Now again, by Ohm's law, you know that V is equal to IR. So on substituting the value of V in the above equation, what you will get? Power is equal to V के जगह पे हम लिख देंगे I into R into I. It means that power is equal to I square into R. This is another formula of power. Now, by changing the value of I is equal to what? By Ohm's law, I am rubbing this one. I by Ohm's law के हिसाब से आप क्या कर सकते हैं? I is equal to, यहाँ पे I is equal to V by R. I is equal to V by R होता है, तो आप लिख सकते हैं substituting the value of I in this equation, you will get power is equal to V into V by R, that is power is equal to V square by R. So all this फॉर्मूला, एक फॉर्मूला आपका पावर का ये हो गया, फर्स्ट, सेकेंड इज दिस वन, थर्ड इज दिस वन. इस तरह से बाय चेंजिंग or by substituting the value of V and I, you can get the several formula to calculate the power. Now, depending upon the conditions given in the numerical, you have to decide which formula is applicable for calculating the power. Which formula is applicable for calculating the power. So once again, I am repeating, electric power is defined as the amount of electric energy consumed in a circuit in per unit time. Means power equal to work upon time, or you can say energy upon time, or you can write the power equal to W by T. On substituting the value of W in this equation, you get power equal to V into I into T cancel, then power is equal to V into I. By Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. By substituting the value of V in this equation, you get power equal to I square R. Now again, by substituting the value of I in this equation, you get the formula power equal to V square by R. So SI unit of electric power is same, that is watt. And 1 watt is defined as how much? When 1 ampere of current flows through the conductor having potential difference of 1 volt, then you can say that 1 watt of power is consumed by the electrical equipments. Now let us see the electric energy. Now electric energy, you know that power is equal to what? W upon T, or you know that energy upon time. So electric energy E is equal to power into time, or you can say W is equal to P into T, means product of power into time is called electrical energy. And if you substitute the value of W, what is W? W is equal to, you know that electrical potential is equal to W upon Q, and W is equal to V into Q. तो यहां पे आप पुट कर सकते हैं क्या? यहाँ पे W इज इक्वल टू पावर का वैल्यू आपको मालूम है, पावर का फॉर्मूला आपने डिराइव किया है, P इज इक्वल टू V इंटू I. सो यू कैन राइट इट हियर इन प्लेस ऑफ P, यू कैन राइट V इंटू I, V इंटू I इंटू T. सो दिस इज इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी और वर्क डन इज इक्वल टू V इंटू I इंटू T. दिस इज वन फॉर्मूला. And you can change this by applying the Ohm's law, similarly as we have done in the case of power. So electrical energy is equal to V into I into T, or by Ohm's law, by substituting the value of V इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? I आ रहा है, तो E इज इक्वल टू हो जाएगा IR का वैल्यू अगर V के जगह पे पुट कर देंगे, ये हो जाएगा I स्क्वायर RT, एंड दिस E इज इक्वल टू व्हाट? हीट के बराबर आप यहां ले लेंगे. तो फिर यहाँ पे आपका देखिए इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी आ गया यहाँ पे क्या? हीट इफेक्ट के, हीटिंग इफेक्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, that is H is equal to I square RT, that is Joule's law of heating effect, जो आपने अभी पहले पढ़ चुका है. तो इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी gives the idea of heating effect of electric current. So now we can calculate with the help of this electrical energy formula. You can calculate the amount of energy consumed at your house. How much unit of electric energy is consumed in your house, you can calculate with the help of this formula. And you know that SI unit of electrical energy is what? Joule. SI unit of electrical energy is Joule. जैसे आप 9th में पढ़ा है, एनर्जी का यूनिट क्या होता है? जूल. या वर्क का यूनिट क्या होता है? जूल. तो यहां भी इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी का यूनिट जूल होता है. बट कमर्शियल यूनिट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिकल एनर्जी इज किलोवाट आवर. कमर्शियल यूनिट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी इज किलोवाट आवर. मीन्स कमर्शियल यूनिट मीन्स जब आप कैलकुलेट करते हैं, बिल देखते हैं बिजली का, इतना यूनिट उठा. 1 यूनिट means that is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. एक यूनिट का मतलब 1 किलोवाट आवर. और ऐसे कर सकते हैं 1 बोर्ड ऑफ ट्रेड यूनिट इज इक्वल टू 1 यूनिट, that is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. So the commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour. Now first we will see the relationship between kilowatt hour and joule. Then we will move to the numerical part of all this topic after that. As I have told you that commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour, and 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 1 BOT. BOT. BOT means board of trade unit, and that is equal to 1 unit of your electrical meter. So now we will see what is the relationship between kilowatt hour and joule. Let us see. 1 kilowatt hour, that is equal to 1 kilowatt means 1000 watt into 1 hour. 1 hour means 60 minutes. Again 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So that is equal to 1000 into 3600 watt into 1 watt into 1 second. That is equal to 36 into 10 to the power 5 into 1 watt into 1 second. Now, since you know that 1 watt into 1 second is equal to joule. 1 joule, yeah, joule. So, this will be equal to 36 into 10 to the power 5 joule. On converting this into standard form, so 10 से divide कर दीजिए, 10 से multiply कर दीजिए. That will be equal to how much? 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. This is the relationship between kilowatt hour and joule. Now children, we will move to the numerical part of this topic. Before discussing the numerical part, now we will discuss the few theoretical short questions. What types of questions are asked based on this topic? So let us see short question, very short question asked in the board examination related to this topic. Now let us see the few questions based on this topic. Short question. First question I have written it. State the Joule's law of heating effect. It is the direct question. You have to define the Joule's law of heating effect. Means Joule's law of heating effect is defined as that heat produced in a conductor is directly proportional to the square of current flowing through it. Heat produced in a conductor is directly proportional to the resistance of the conductor, and heat produced in a conductor is directly proportional to the time for which the current flows through the conductor. This is the direct question. Second, white tungsten used for the filament of the bulb. It may be asked also, name the element used for the making the filament of the bulb, that is tungsten. Another question is, why tungsten is only used to making the filament of the bulb? The main reason is that tungsten has very high melting point and it does not get oxidized at high temperature. Next question is define 1 watt. 1 watt is defined as when 1 ampere of current flowing through the conductor having potential difference across it is 1 volt, then you can say that 1 watt of power is consumed. Now, what is the commercial unit of electrical energy? Just now I have told the commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour. Another question may be asked, show the relationship between the kilowatt hour and joule. So, 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. It may be asked, what do you mean by BOT? B-O-T means it is called board of trade unit. 1 BOT is equal to 1 unit, that is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. So children, these are the few questions, very short questions, which is usual, frequently asked in the board examination. Now we will move to the numerical part of this topic, how to calculate the electrical energy or electricity bill which you are using at your house. What are the methods and how to calculate the electricity bill? So you should know it because it is a very practical application. By seeing the bill and rate of the per unit charges, you can calculate your bill of your houses also. You can calculate what amount of electrical energy is consumed in your house by calculating the number of equipments you are using and the power consumed by it, and for what time it is used. That with the help of all this you can calculate the electricity bill. So it is a very practical application. Be sincere and look to the board for the numerical part. Now let us move to the numerical part of this topic. Now let us see the first numerical. Calculate the amount of heat produced in an electric heater. In an electric heater of resistance 1000 ohm, if 6 ampere current is passed through it for 10 minutes. So first of all, we will write the physical quantity and their magnitude given in the question. It is given that resistance R is equal to how much? 1000 ohms. Second, current I is given how much? 6 ampere. And time given 10 minutes. Now, always I told you that while solving the numerical, you should first go through the units of the physical quantity. It must be what? In which term? It must be in SI unit. Here, ohm, SI unit it is, ampere SI unit. Now, here the time is given in minute. What you have to do? You have to change into second. 10 into 60, 1 minute equal to 60 second. That is equal to 600 seconds. Now, what you have to find out? H, heat produced. And you know that formula, you must write the formula because marks is allotted for the writing of formula. I square into R into T. H is equal to I square RT. ये आप फॉर्मूला पढ़े हैं, हीट प्रोड्यूस्ड. अब आपको I दिया हुआ, R दिया हुआ, T दिया हुआ, सब दिया हुआ है. आप इसको सब्स्टिट्यूट करिए. H is equal to I square means 6 का स्क्वायर कर दीजिए into R, that is 1000, and into 600. ये क्या हो जाएगा? 36 into 6 into 10 to the power 5. जीरो को एक साथ कलेक्ट कर लिए. अब 36 को 6 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दीजिए, कितना आ जाएगा? 36 3 18 33. That is equal to 216 into 10 to the power 5. क्या आ जाएगा ये? जूल्स. If you want to convert it into kilojoules, तो आप किलोजूल में भी कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. कैसे? 1000 से डिवाइड कर दीजिए. It will get that much kilojoule, or let it be here only. So heat produced is 216 into 10 to the power 5 joules. अब चाहे इसको स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में कर सकते हैं. 100 से डिवाइड कर दीजिए, बट ये हो जाएगा 2.16 into 10 to the power 7 जूल्स भी लिख सकते हैं. तो इस तरह से आप, दिस क्वेश्चन इज डायरेक्टली बेस्ड ऑन दी formula, that is heat produced H is equal to I square RT. Now, if you want to write it down, you can write it in your copy. Now we will move to the next numerical problem. Now let us see the next numerical problem. Calculate the electric energy consumed by a 1200 watt toaster in 20 minutes. Here you have to calculate the electric energy consumed. Here given power is equal to how much? Power P is equal to 1200 watt, and time T is given how much? 20 minutes. Again you have to convert this into second. Multiply by 60, 6 दूनी 1200 seconds हो गया. Now you know that power is equal to W or energy upon time. You can write it. Or energy is equal to power into time. तो यहाँ पावर दिया है, टाइम दिया है, टाइम को हमने ऐसा यूनिट में कन्वर्ट कर दिया. तो एनर्जी कंज्यूम्ड इज इक्वल टू हाउ मच? पावर इज 1200 वाट इंटू क्या करेंगे? दिस इज ऑल्सो 1200 सेकेंड. दैट विल बी इक्वल टू 144 इंटू 10 to the power 4 joule, or you can write 1.44 into 10 to the power 6 joules. This much energy is consumed by the electric toaster in 20 minutes. Now another question is here written. An electric iron has a rating of 750 watt, 220 volt. Calculate I means current pass through it, and second its resistance when in use. तो आपको क्या क्या निकालना है? I means current and resistance निकालना है. Having electric iron rating 750 watt and 220 volt. ये सब these are the short numerical questions जो कि 2 मार्क्स में आते हैं जनरली. ये सो देखिए यहाँ पे क्या दिया हुआ, पावर आपका दिया हुआ 750 वाट और पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस V दिया है 220 वोल्ट. नाउ यू नो द फॉर्मूला ऑफ पावर. पावर इज इक्वल टू V इंटू आई. ये भी फॉर्मूला पढ़े हैं. और हमें निकालना क्या है? I निकालना है. तो P और V दिया हुआ है, तो I इज इक्वल टू क्या हो जाएगा? P अपॉन V. P कितना है? 750 अपॉन V कितना है? 220. 0 0 कैंसिल. अब इसको डिवाइड कर दीजिए, कितना आएगा? यू कैन डिवाइड इट. इसको रब कर दे रहा है. इसको डिवाइड कर दीजिए 22 से. 3 बार में 22 की अच्छी आंसर. यहाँ आ जाएगा 15 बस हो गया 9. ये कट जाएगा. इट विल बी पॉइंट लगाइए यहाँ 4 8 4 88 2. Approx the current flowing through will be 3.4 ampere. Approx. Now second part is to calculate the resistance when it is in use. So to calculate the resistance, here you have already I is already you have find it out 75 by 22 ampere. अपॉन में ही लिखते हैं. And V is given how much? 220 volt. By Ohm's law V is equal to IR. तो R is equal to क्या आ जाएगा? V by I. So R is equal to V हो गया कितना? 220 और I हो जाएगा 75 और ये 22 ऊपर चले जाएगा. इसको आप कैलकुलेट कर लीजिए, कैलकुलेट करके देखिए कितना आ रहा है। It will be 64.7 ohms. 64.7 ohms. So now let us see the next numerical. Now see the next numerical. An electric heater is rated at 2 kilowatt. Calculate the cost of using it for 2 hours daily for the month of September if each unit costs rupees 4. Now children, here you have to calculate the electrical energy consumed by this instrument when you use 2 hours daily in whole month. यानी सितंबर महीने में कितने दिन होते हैं? 30 दिन। पूरे 30 दिन के दौरान कितना एनर्जी यू कंज्यूम करता है। Now for the commercial unit, you know that the commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour. So we have to see what is given here. Power is given, P is given in 2 kilowatt, and time here is given, T is equal to 2 hours. So energy consumed in 1 day, एक दिन में कितना आ जाएगा? पावर इंटू टाइम हो गया। अब पावर कितना है? 2 टाइम 2, दैट इज इक्वल टू 4 किलोवाट आवर। 4 किलोवाट आवर, एक दिन में 4 किलोवाट आवर कंज्यूम हो रहा है। तो टोटल एनर्जी consumed in the month of September